how to fish, you don't know what to do. Listen to these words that I'm telling you. I didn't know a thing.
Spinners, what most people call crawler harnesses. Two ways to do this. The easiest way to do it is probably with inline weights. That's what we're going to talk about today, is using an inline weight. But two ways to control your depth so you can stagger your lures, let the fish tell you which depth is the best. Use all the same size weight. This happens to be a 1 ounce weight, so use all the same size weight on all your rods, and maybe run one back 20 feet, one 30 feet, one back 40 feet, one back 50 feet. So you're using the amount of line out to control how deep, because obviously the more line you let out, the deeper it's going to run. The other way to do it is to let all the same amount of line out, but use a different size weight. So maybe if you're fishing 4 rods, you use a 1/2 ounce weight, a 3/4, a 1 ounce, and a 2 ounce weight. Let them all back, let's say 40 feet. Then they're all running different depths because of the weight. But only use one system. So use all the same weight with your crawler harness behind it, like a 1 ounce or 2 ounce weight. All the rods get the same weight. You adjust how deep they're running by how much line you let out behind your planer board. Or you let the same amount of line out behind your planer board and change the weight on each one so the weight takes it down. Controlling that depth is really important. Almost important is controlling your speed, but getting that depth where the fish can see that lure, getting it to the right depth, that's critical. Sometimes 2 or 3 feet makes a difference. Pick one of these weighting systems, all the same weight, different amounts of line, or the same amount of line, different weights. So next time you're running crawler harnesses on the water, you'll catch more fish. When you get zeroed in on where the fish are, move all your stuff up there, you'll catch a bunch. Have a great day on the water. Okay, we got a fish on over here. The outside board's going way back. Kenny, want to grab that? First thing we're going to do here, just to be sure, he's going to put a couple reels on the handle here when it's still in the rod holder. That way he's not going to let slack to the fish. A lot of guys will pull the rod out of the rod holder and put slack in it. So he's going to give it 5 or 6 quick cranks. He's going to keep cranking as he brings it out of the rod holder. And that fish is falling way back and bring the rod tip over to the far side of the boat so that lure will swing right over top. We're fishing with crawler harnesses, so we got weights. The weights are right straight down. So that fish is going to kind of come right back in over the top. First thing I'm going to do, of course, is, everybody remember, save a waypoint. So we got that spot marked. So Kenny's going to bring this fish in. I'm going to just kind of work on controlling the boat a little bit. Looks like a good fish. It's got that board kind of flopped over, which is always a good sign. We're out here on Lake Erie. You can hear the wind blowing, see the wind blowing, see the waves. And we've been catching some nice fish today. He's going to bring that board right on my outside shoulder. He's going to just keep nice steady pressure on it. As he's bringing it in, he's going to keep reeling. He's going to get right here. I'm going to take the board off. He's going to tell me how much line he's got out. He's got 30 feet, so I know where to put that. I take the board off. He runs right back to the back corner, so that fish comes up away from the boat. And he's just going to nice and steady reeling on it. He's letting me know how much line is there. Hang on, nice and easy. That's a nice big fish. He's going to let me know how much line he's got. Nice big fish right here. And I got this big long net. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get him. We got us another 6-7 pound fish on Lake Erie, folks. Just remember, keep steady pressure on that rod, keep steady reeling. Mark that waypoint. Remember how much line you got back out. Ken told me 30 feet. As soon as we get this fish out of here, we can get it baited back up, put a nice new crawler on it, get it back out to 30 feet deep, or 30 feet back on our lure. It's running the right depth, obviously, to catch fish like this. We'll get it back there. We'll catch another one, folks. Pay attention to your depth and speed control. You're going to catch a lot more fish like this. Get your baits where the fish can see them. Get your speed dialed in. We've got 2 wind socks out today. The electric motor on the back in reverse to get us down to 1112 where the fish want it. Take care of your speed. Take care of your depth. Fish like that become pretty simple. Get on the water, try this, catch a lot more fish. Good job, Kenny.